Testing. Hello. Currently looking at the kind of landlocked country in West Africa, Burkina Faso. This is border I drew is not entirely accurate. Rough estimate. But we're going to be looking within the borders of Burkina Faso due to the nature of fire and how it's spread across this Western African country. Especially it being a smaller country, it can be an immediate pathway if these fires aren't taken care of in Burkina Faso. They can cross to Ghana, Togo, Benin. There's a lot of borders that it shares with being a landlocked country and all. But it being a very particular hotspot for fires lately, I've been seeing. What we do here is make videos, incremental updates. Might have been a few weeks since the last video, but we usually go at least 2 to 3 weeks whenever we make time lapses of these these wildfires especially. We try to keep updated on the size and scope of the fires and what fuel might be burning. Fuel is going to be a lot of lower vegetation, so I'm going to say this is brush. It's a big difference between a bushfire, brush fire, and a wildfire, but I have a suspicion that we're probably going to see all three. It's not going to be able to identify them immediately, but it still is. This country has had a lot of problems, to say the least. Fire being one of them that we can find on satellite. Is that away? Yeah. We'll start here. This is the southwest region here. I don't know if that shows. It's French for southwest. All these regions like center west, center east, east region, center north. Do not speak French, so I don't want to butcher these names, but that's what they are. They are French for center north, center nord. No, I'm gonna say nord like English. It's definitely not the same. So we come down here to the southwest region. A lot of fires that are just following the whole land. These fires really creep up. Go back a little bit. A little bit. It's just shocking amounts of fire. Looks to be a very deep-seated fire. Let's look at it in false color, natural color, smoke. These fires are just recent. Looks like a lot of them were just within the last few days. They're still just from the southwest region of Burkina Faso, Western African landlocked country that is leading fires. Being north, are huge, huge fire games. A really deep-seated fire right here that starts, just blaze, just goes real fast. Land. All these dark regions are all burned, scorched earth. in center west region, there is currently a lot of fire. Being a heavily probably forested area, it looks like. That smoke, terrible smoke. Oh, a lot of loss of some of the last of ecology of this kind, this nature. Burkina Faso. You don't get this back. You don't get to plant monocrops in place of these areas and destroy the land. And that is the case, agricultural purposes, if it's for agricultural purposes, but if it's for if it's truly just wildfire, just burning the land, it's tragic. Just massive swaths of flame. Really building up in these wooded areas. This is more deforestation. Heavy in the brush, just gone. If this was a game reserve, if this was a national forest, whatever it was, burned. So tragic. There is so much fire. Fire primitives just increase in size so dramatically. We continue to the eastern side of the country. Massive fires, they're happening all over the place. Massive deforestation, massive loss of brush. Talking about leopards, elephants, giraffe, dung beetles, big and little five, lions, forest elephants. We are the custodians of this land that we failed. The third country in a row to have a very delicate ecosystem. Introduce fire into the local ecology, even if fire isn't actually a occurring element, it's still being introduced in great quantities to what right here. He was beaten back. One of the last wooded areas in West Africa. It's all on fire. Doesn't come back. We're in the east region now. Fire spread through all these jungles, through all this forest, brush. It's all gone. The world will become a desert at this pace. Plant extinction. This is the north region. There's just fire all over the countryside. It's pretty horrible. Massive. Okay. We got a lot of things to go over in the next few days. We turn our eye back towards Ukraine. A while since I've invested a lot of time in looking. Changed a lot. I know, please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. I'll be ending this video here in a moment. Just getting this incremental wild update of Burkina Faso and just how much of the wild we've lost in the last 2 weeks in West Africa alone. We don't get this back. years ago, tallest tree was over 900 feet tall. Now, under 300. Can't keep this up. Especially these regions here in the east. These massively forested areas that are just reduced to ash and cinder. Thank you for watching.